What's up guys, Conrad here with another video, and today I'd like to talk about the rather elusive and abstract concept that is luck. Now, how much of your life is actually determined by good luck and bad luck? And is it really all about just how lucky you are in life? Now think about this for a moment. If your parents never met, then you wouldn't be here. And if their parents never met, then they wouldn't even have existed. The people you meet can often determine the course of your life, and it might seem that you stumbled across these people by accident. And when these people are in your life, then you might be thinking, well, this is how it's supposed to be. These people are just meant to be in my life. And we like to paint this story as to how we came to the point where we are now, and how this was like a journey where all the circumstances just fit into place, like a jigsaw puzzle. But is it really like that though? Most people like to think that they're in full control of their lives, that through hard work and determination, they'll be able to steer their life in the direction they desire, day by day. But what if you're born smart and had the perfect upbringing? Was that really your choice? No, not really. But what you do with your intelligence and those advantages, that is your choice. But unfortunately, not everyone is lucky enough to have those good circumstances set in motion to begin with. So the question is, what determines whether someone deserves to have good fortune or not? Is it God, or is it just pure chance? It does make you think. Now, religious people and atheists would have a field day debating this topic. The religious person saying, well, you must walk the path that God has set for you. And the atheist responding with, look man, we only have a finite amount of time on this earth, so make the most out of it. You create your own destiny. Simple as that. Just try not to mess up too badly. And one could argue with, well, how could God let all these awful tragedies happen? Which one could respond with, well, maybe it was to teach a lesson. Maybe it was all part of a bigger plan. And is that the answer you were hoping for? Maybe, or maybe not. Let's say a good-looking couple get married, and they decide to paint the narrative that God put their souls together. They were just meant to be. Instead of just admitting that the other person just happened to meet the physical requirements and they met at the right place at the right time. Or maybe they had the same social circle, which was determined by other random consequences or decisions made in the past which imposed a ripple effect. Yeah, it really goes that deep. Just think back. Would I be doing what I'm doing now if it hadn't been for that time when I decided to leave the house and experience that chance encounter, which then inspired me to create this or pursue this? Did something other than myself influence the decisions I've made? And how different would my life have been if I didn't leave the house that day? That's the power of sheer luck. An actor gets a once-in-a-lifetime role. And how does this happen? Well, the director just happens to be in the area, holding open auditions. And so in comes some guy who just matches the description of the character exactly. He's exactly what the director wanted at that time. And that was enough to change that guy's life forever. And so he became a famous movie star. How often is it that a seemingly random event set the course of the rest of your life? Now, statistically, everything has a cause and effect. And by that logic, that should mean that there is no such thing as pure coincidence. Or is there? Well, it depends how you look at life. You see, most people see life through their own singular lens, but you also got to be able to see the bigger picture and realize that occurrences that have nothing to do with you and that are far away from you and that may have started a long time ago, well, the consequences of those occurrences have somehow reached a point where they entered your reality and affected you in some way. And that was an example of me just overthinking everything. Hard work is mandatory, but everybody's afraid to admit what a big part luck plays. Quote from the movie Matchpoint. You see, our ego really wants us to believe that we have it all figured out. I think that bad luck can be mitigated, but not completely prevented. And good luck is something that you need to be prepared for by simply showing up. So be prepared and work hard, but know that at the end of the day, anything can happen. You see, the course of your life will cross with another. Both trajectories will collide as if it was perfect timing, like it was written. You see, everything in hindsight seems like a story or a journey, and it's a much more romantic way of recollecting everything. But in the moment, you're just going about your day and dealing with whatever life throws at you, trying not to do the wrong thing. Of course, luck can be fair as it is unfair. Eventually, it will run out. Like in a casino, you can't play God forever, and winners will eventually have to face the day when they lose. You see, you flip a coin enough times, then you may eventually get heads 10 times in a row, and that's when obsession comes in. You see, when you really want a certain outcome, then luck isn't going to determine whether you get that thing or not, because you'll do whatever it takes to get it regardless. Sure, there might be a stroke of bad luck that comes your way that distracts you from your goal, but that's life. But you can't deny that there were times in your life where you were just so lucky that something bad didn't happen to you. And so maybe the notion of making your own luck might not be a factor in that situation. Did a terrible tragedy happen to you out of bad karma? Well, I'd hope not, especially if you're a good person. But generally speaking, you get out what you put into the world. So maybe luck isn't a factor in this situation either. But just think how much of your life was determined by simply being in the right place at the right time, or conversely, the wrong place at the wrong time. When people wish you good luck, it's kind of like saying, I hope you don't mess this up, and I hope you'll be able to persevere given whatever obstacles will come your way. So what's the message of this video? Just work hard and you won't need any luck? Well, maybe. But the main thing is to be open to the idea that maybe life really is that random, and you might not have as much control as you ideally want. I mean, talk about bad luck when a pandemic hit. So all you gotta be is more in tune with the idea that there might be hidden gems in life that are waiting to be discovered by you, and all you gotta do is take a chance to open the right doors, because you never know what's waiting behind them. So there you have it, guys. That was my video on luck. Hopefully you found it interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And on that note, good luck.